Oh shoot. Hello. Good morning. Oh, maybe that's better. So, morning Jerome. Been out on the bike. So I'm in, just got the other train. I am now in Gusto in Dihitabari, which is the worst place in the world. Because it means you're coming for a driving test, or you're coming because they're going to take your license away, or you're coming because you're going to take a test, take an exam, 2-day course, which you paid for. So I was at, so I'm in Gusto's, and they asked the girl for H set, and she said J set when she brought it, and I said I thought it was H set, and how did you know? Because they've changed the menu and H set has become J set. And I always thought that was strange, because a lot of salt's behind this bloody thing. Hang on a minute, I've just got to use the salt. But now I thought H was always a strange name for a set, because it's the most popular set because it's the cheapest, which is egg, toast, and drinks. But also H in Japanese has a sexual connotation for ecchi. So I was surprised they'd given it that name in the first place. So I was on the train, and a young man, very tall young man, 197 centimetres, turned to his schoolmate and said, "He's 90. Cheeky little twat, or cheeky lanky twat. Do I look 90? Usually I get 70 years old. I'll turn this way because the waitress is cute and you can have a look. Spam, egg, sausage, bacon and spam. I can't afford that. Well, I can, but I'll just order another slice of toast. Thank you, Brandon. Well, I will be 60 in the next month. I have outlived my dad, and his dad was 79, and he drank and smoked. 19, which part of May? Taurians are the best up here. Generally find that Taurian people are very nice. Oh, is that just sneak in, doesn't it? That's a Taurian, isn't it, Brandon? So, in about 2 hours' time, I'll find out if I've still got a license. I'm not holding out my choke, but my friend will be there, who's Japanese very good. This guy has defended himself in court in Japan and won. Hey Siggy. Siggy, are you a beautiful girl, or is that just the avatar that you've got? Siggy, I am fighting for my life for my driving license. That's what's happening in 2 hours' time. Just excuse me while I get a coffee. You can look at passers-by. Now, yeah, well, I'll soon know what's happening soon. Well, this is this beautiful girl with the toast. Thank you very much. Now, now normally, yeah, it's something like that, yeah. Ohio Toby. So usually they bring. Some places they bring you a butter, which I've just put in my coffee to warm up, and a jam. But some places they will let you take your own jam. But I would never abuse that. Of course, I'm going to put them back. Oops, get the butter out of the coffee. I don't know if any of you have heard of keto, but there is a plate. There's not a place. There's a site, and it recommends like low carbs, not carbohydrates, and one of the things that they have or say is good is, and I've tried it, is butter coffee. So you get like a knob of butter, not being rude there, you get like a small piece of butter and put it in your coffee. And some places might even have special butter for that coffee. Like so, just hiding is getting divorced. Who's hiding? Me too, Brendan. Siggy, who was you talking about me to? Hiding? Oh, okay, I didn't. He's getting. What did you say? Getting a divorce? Not surprised. Well, just find another girl, won't he? Which will get him more views. I've had an idea last night for a video with hiding. It's like I go to where he lives, and then like I pull him out of his room, or out of a cupboard, or out of a duvet or something like that. What sounded gross, Brandon? Oh, the butter in the coffee. Yeah, I did. I started to watch that last night actually. The guy that was. I just think he must be a right dozy sod if he lets himself, fall for that. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I had a bit of a problem. I wasn't feeling great last night. Even the beer wasn't tasting good. I had early night. I couldn't find my wallet, hence my driving license, and that would have been a problem. But I managed to find my wallet with the license, but I didn't find a piece of court paper. I used to work with a guy, and he used to have 5 sugars in his coffee. So, when you say in here, what do you mean your shop or place of work, Siggy? Raymire Hills. I'm in Nagoya. No, just outside of Nagoya, Ray. When you say pop in, you mean to where you live, Siggy? Yeah. So I think maybe breakfast could be a good time to do these things. Oh, Kyoto, I've only been there once for a wedding. Go ahead, Brandon. I was thinking of also doing like Japanese restaurants as well for breakfast, because some have the cheapest one I think used to be 220 yen. Okay, go ahead, depress me. Feeling full now. No, of course I do, yeah. I'll do some Corey, yeah. Corey and Brandon. Well, Brandon tried to snap out of it, pal. Everyone goes through that. Yeah, Tubco's a bit of an experience on depression. I had depression once because I got a serious beating, and if you get a serious beating, you get depressed for quite a long time. But like I'm 60 years old and I've got lots of things that I want to do. I'm fucking 60. Next month I'll be able to say, or in May I'll be able to say, I'm a pensioner, you know. But I'm not a like 65-year-old pensioner, I'm a 6-year-old pensioner. Because I get a small pension from British Telecom in a while. Oh, see that nosy cow there? No, yeah, sometimes people go through this, like if you haven't got work or anything like that, you can get depressed. Thanks a lot. So you can get depressed if you haven't got. No, I've got some glasses, but it's for the. I'm okay for driving, but I've got long sight, so I can see things close to me. That's not a problem, but it's like far away. I was in the army, or to say the Marines in England, and I realised there was something wrong when I couldn't see the target. I could see the target, but I couldn't see anywhere like this, the bullseye or anything like that from 600 metres. So I've got so far distance is not good. But I do have a pair of glasses somewhere, and I fucking lost another pair of glasses that were really nice, some silver ones for Santa wear. Yeah, it's. I guess in America and all over the world, with young people, if they're like 18 to 22 and they're going to college and they've got like a massive debt over them, it can't be great. Sorry to cheer up, pal. But when I left school at 16, and then I did a year's engineering course, and then I worked at a bowling alley, then delivered tea, and then down the coal mines, and then British Telecom. But if you're going to go to, if I was in America and 18 years old, I would go straight on a tradesman's course, whether it be an engineer, whether it be a decorator, whether it be a painter, anything that will give you like a certificate and promised work in a certain industry. Go out there and start earning like $1,000 a week. Don't go in the oil industry because it's very fucking dangerous. So that's the only one I'd advise against. Yeah, but just get yourself on a course. Don't get fucking 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 worth of debt around your neck. Just don't fucking do that. Well, don't start drinking, don't start taking drugs like Tobco suggested. The best way, I tell you what, when I used to run, I used to run like 6 miles in my city. We have these hills, there's 7 hills in Sheffield. And I used to run up these hills. And after I'd done like a 6 mile run, I felt fucking great. I felt great. Thanks for giving the advice, Simon. Yeah, so you weren't at home, you weren't with your parents then, Brandon? Oh, that was a nice waitress there. The most gorgeous looking waitress I saw at Gusto was in, was it west of, maybe it was west of Nagoya Station. This girl, she was like 6 foot, bloody gorgeous she was. Okay, can you tell, what is a journeyman, Brandon? I'm not sure of that term. Okay, yeah, it's like my dad was in prison, mate. It's never no good not having a dad around. Yeah, but in the 1850s, yeah, but a lot of people died young in those days as well, Brandon. Also, the fucking Wi-Fi was shit. Lots of immigrants, fucking Chinese, building the railroads. Yeah, watch one of the best films ever, Blazing Saddles, which I think explains all that. Yeah, Blazing Saddles and Airplane, 2 of the best movies from America. Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. I did some wielding and welding, but yeah, I did that exactly for 1 year, Brandon. It was a 1 year course of that, electricals, welding, sheet metal work, filing, and then when I went back to the company, I quit because I was working on a lathe, and oh dear, yeah, that's never good, pal. Get out of there. Yeah, it's because you can't live with that, man. Yep, but like I had a mate like that whose mum was like that, but with a bit of luck, she might come round one day. She might pull out of it, so hopefully she does. But like I said, you can't live with me. Like my dad was like that as well. He had a girlfriend after my mum died. He had a girlfriend, and they would like beat each other up, stab each other. I saw this woman. She broke a bottle of milk over my dad's head on the doorstep, and all the milk just came pouring down his face. It didn't bleed. It was just milk. Yeah, I know, Tom. Yeah, I nearly had a fight with his dad because what happened was we were in this Irish pub, and this little Irish gobshite was going on talking to Tom's dad about because Tom's dad was in the Marines and he was in Vietnam, and he was going on about Tom. Sorry, oh, you must have been great going to Vietnam, blah blah. And I just fucking listened to a little bit too much of this bullshit, and I just said, fucking hang on a minute. He's a fucking hero, is he? Because he's in fucking Vietnam. I don't fucking think he was. And Tom's dad took offence at this, and he goes, I'm going to kick your ass. So at the time I was doing weddings, and I had a wedding the next day, because I thought about headbutting his dad, I really did. And but I had a wedding the next day. I says, can we put it off until Monday? And they agreed to that. But we did, but we did manage to sort it out, so it was all right. So without any violence. But his dad was a pretty tough guy. He kicked Tom out of the house because Tom wouldn't go to university or get a degree. Yeah, it's also, Brandon, if you want to do that, also take a comprehending a night school course with it as well, so you understand the background to it. I did this when I was 16 and 17. I went to college. Then also when I was 18, I got some more levels, and that helped me get into British Telecom. So because it shows you want to advance. But to work overseas, you do need your paperwork with it, mate. So do that as well. Yeah, I moved Tom in when he first came to Nagoya. I moved him into his place. Hunter, when I was too much on the internet, I used to like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. But recent years, I've been get to bed sometimes. If I've been out drinking, it might be 2 o'clock straight to bed. But if I haven't, sometimes I'll go to bed at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Last night, 11 o'clock. Used to wake up about 5:36. Oh yeah, I had trouble last night uploading the video, and it was about this guy. He's a Patreon supporter. Yeah, that's definitely the same as me, Brandon. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is. I've still got maybe 80 of these T-shirts left. They only ever sold 2. Yeah, my dad said to me, he says, I don't have to work. And he advised, you don't have to work, you can just live off the dole. But the house was a dump, there was no food, there was, at certain times, for about a year, there was no gas, there was no electricity. And you don't listen to people like that. But in England, some people do listen to people like that, and they have 3 generations of people living on the dole. Just going to check the time. Oh yeah, so last night I was trying to upload a video, and he's like one of my Patreon sponsors called Kurt from I think he's in Osaka area or Kobe, and he makes some quite interesting videos, and he wants to and I made a video, so maybe it's uploaded now. So if you can go to his site, take a look. I think he makes decent videos, and he has got a what is it? A lovely assistant, a Japanese lady assistant. So you know what I mean. He's no what to call him, the guy in Kenya. He's no Kenyan, but yeah, smoking is the biggest waste of money or time, without a doubt. Now this is a day pass. Now on Sunday, these are 600 yen, but just for the trains. So they are, like I said, they are a good thing. Well worth it. You can maybe going home to. I'm meeting my daughter today for lunch, and then we're going to the movies. So I may go into town on the bus just for a change, because I don't usually go on the buses. So instead of going on the underground, this one was 850 yen, but it will save me money. we're going to see another old guy who's a bit younger than me, Clint Eastwood, 88. I think it's called Mule. Something about some soft shoes that you put on in the house. Hi Danny, good morning. How are you? Look at that, a mountain of jam. Driving through the desert, which one? Where's a good place to live in Japan? Depends what you like, I guess. But I lived in Tokyo, that was good, but I had free accommodation. Nagoya's all right, but I was put off south of Vegas. I've been down that way I went to the dam. Yeah, well, if you live out in the boonies, then you can probably get a very cheap place to live. If you look at my video where Rick gone off grid. Yeah, Hoover, yeah, where it's 1 hour time difference. I found that quite interesting, actually. You've got a house in Tokyo. You don't pay for that. Toby? Cool. Are you buying it now, are you? Well, I guess there are smaller places in Tokyo, you know. Like I said, because it is expensive, and there are some programs on the internet that show you really small places. But I would advise to just go outside Tokyo, or in the suburbs, you know, and see if you can. I once looked after someone's house in Tokyo for 3 months, and I think I paid them 10 or 20,000 yen a month. Yes, yeah. Like I say, with old houses, because they're continually building new and new places. So all the Japanese coming up, they don't want the old, when they can get a new place for like brand new, really nice place for like 80,000, 100,000, or buy it for that price. They'll do that, and all these old houses become empty. So you can get a cheap place. Cup of coffee. I don't drink too many, actually. Maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. Two. I used to waste my time. If you're in Japan and you're watching this, I told a guy from Canada, don't waste your time, like I used to do. Waste your time drinking free coffee and tea and what have you, because you're just wasting your time. Now I just get in there and get out, you know. Yeah, I've got a couple of friends in Fukuoka. One is a wrestler, American guy. For our house. Yeah, I used to pay. What did I used to pay for my place? I used to pay like $1,000 a month, but I don't now, because I just give them less and less money each time. Fuck, man, how can you afford something like that, Corey? $1,300. Shit, man. Gotta have a good job. Now, when I bought my house at 20, yeah, exactly, yeah. Would I do anything different? Yes, Kafra, I would. When I was 20, I bought a house and I took my brothers in, and like a fucking idiot, I only charged them a share of the mortgage, because I saved up money to buy the house, and then I only charged them a part of the mortgage, where I should have charged them like a fair going rent. Then I would be as rich as my brothers, but I was a fucking idiot, and they used it and abused me, so I was really pissed off when I finally because as soon as my younger brother left the house, I packed in my job and I started to travel. So I was keeping the house for that fucker, the ungrateful cunt. Yeah, it's funny you should mention that, Corey. I went to look at a house, and it was two houses. It was a massive house and a new mama house, what they call them, or grandma place. And they wanted 12.5 million, and I was going to offer them 10 million. This is why I asked my brother to lend me the money. But this place, the guy killed himself in the toilet, so he had that. He had that in mind, and I don't think he was upside down in the toilet. I think he used a rope. Yeah, especially Toby. Especially Japanese wouldn't live in a place like that. But we know what we guys are like. If we can get a fucking that, if I'd have got that for 10 million yen, that it's a massive house and property. To buy a house, definitely. I had about 8 million yen, and I said to the wife, "Shall we buy a house?" She said no. Another fucking big regret. I should have just bought it in anyway, because I just put that money in shares and lost it. Yes, of course. Yeah, fucking man, just the food. Like last night, I saw this girl. She was like 8 years old. The 8 years old kids, they're fucking safe at night, 10 o'clock at night, going home because no one touches them. Not like fucking England or America. They can walk safe on the streets at night. Yes, Corey. Kappa. I saw a guy that looked like a Kappa the other day, honestly, and he was bent down, and maybe that was his game. He realised it was a Kappa, and he was like in Fushimi, waiting for a bus, and on his haunches, and he just had a really protruding jaw. It was really, well, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Like, yeah, because there was other celebrities in the film that I was in. Oh yeah, I've got another job coming up. NHK. So the woman that I know, it's shit pay like, but she is. There's 4 days of the filming a television series in April in Toyota. So if there's anybody in this area that's watching this video, if you're interested, send me a message and I'll give you the details. And it's got to be by the 22nd of March this December. There's 4 days work. Some days pay 10,000, some pay 13,000. Oh yeah, I did. I'm not a slap with a cucumber. They're expensive, yeah. Depends on who your roommate is. But what is? I'm getting too many messages here too. So sorry if I miss your messages. Yeah, I tell you, I met two when I was selling timeshare in New Zealand. I met two guys from the Hill Street Blues, and one of them was the captain that shot the sergeant that shot himself, the guy with glasses. And the other guy was the guy with blonde hair. But the thing, I didn't recognise one of them at the time, and I think one of them was laughing because I recognised the other one, but I didn't recognise him. And so, then I figured out what they were laughing at. So yeah, so I met two guys from Hill Street Blues in New Zealand. No, maybe last year, Will, when the Sakura was a little bit early. Brandon, there's a thing you can do you can live in a guardian house, and there's also one near Nagoya Station. You can split the rent, and that's a 2 LDK, 3 LDK, and that's about 40,000, I think. Are you in this area, Kafra? Oh, can you say or not? I don't know. She's going to send my profile off to NHK and then they'll decide. Yeah, I know Sakura House. Yeah. Yeah, true. It's a program. The program is about. It's just a crowd scene. So the program is about the Olympics in 1964. You can't, unless it's specific advice, you can't really tell anyone what to do. Just go with an open mind. It's a safe country. Don't watch around around Boundless videos and don't expect too much, but you can get a job. But it wasn't as good as it was like 30 years ago or 40 years ago. Yeah, if you're going to, as a student, start learning kanji now. Well, send me a message then, Kath, to myenzo@yahoo.com. Right, guys, I've got to go off and meet my fate. Oh, in Ozawa, okay. I've got a friend who lives in Ozawa. Uncle Olympics, I'll have to read through these messages later. Anyway, I've got to go off and meet my fate, guys. So it's been nice chatting. Thanks for everybody looking in. 19, maybe that's a record, that one. Okay, yeah, $14 is all right as a prince, isn't it? Cheers, Siggy, bye-bye. Brandon, Corey, Toby, and Kafra. And did they say goodbye to everybody? I think so. Yeah. Okay, bye, guys. Thanks for watching.